Hi folks, welcome to the second of 3 short video clips trying to consolidate your knowledge of surds. And in this one we're going to look at expanding brackets, and I look at 4 examples. So example 1, 5 plus root 7 multiplied by 3 minus root 7. We've got 4 bits of multiplication to do. Everything in the first bracket is multiplied by everything in the second bracket. So we start with 5 times 3. Now I'm going to multiply the root 7 by 3, so that will be plus 3 root 7. And now I'm going to multiply the first bracket by the minus root 7. Minus root 7 times 5 is minus 5 root 7. A negative times a positive giving us a negative. Then the last bit, plus root 7 times minus root 7. Plus times a minus is a minus. Root 7 times root 7 is 7. So what does that give us? 5 3s are 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. And now let's collect the root 7s. Plus 3 of them, minus 5 of them means we've got minus 2 of them overall. Second example. This would be unusual if this one came up on an exam because there's no simplifying to do. There's no collecting like terms. This would give me 8 times 2 is 16. 2 times root 3 is plus 2 root 3. Now I'm going to multiply the first bracket by root 5. 8 times root 5 is plus 8 root 5. And finally, root 3 times root 5. Root a times root b is the root of a times b. So root 3 times root 5 is root 3 times 5, which is root 15. So that's root 15. And there's nothing I can do to improve that answer. I can't collect root 15s with root 5s or root 3s. And that's why that would be unusual if it came up on an exam paper, because they want you to do some simplifying as well. So example 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Now 4 times 2 root 5. 4 times 2 is 8. And 8 times root 5 is 8 root 5, so that's plus 8 root 5. It's exactly the same as if I was multiplying 4 times 2x. 4 times 2x would be 8x. 4 times 2 root 5s is 8 root 5s. Now I'm going to multiply the first bracket by 3 root 5. So 3 times 3 root 5 is plus 9 root 5. And then the final one, 2 root 5 times 3 root 5. 2 times 3 is 6. Root 5 times root 5 is 5. But the 6 has to be multiplied by the 5, so that gives us plus 30 on the end. So that's the tricky bit. You've got to multiply the numbers, and then you've got to multiply the root 5 by the root 5, and then multiply those two numbers you get then. So 12 plus 30 is 42. Collect together the root 5s, 8 plus 9 of them is plus 17 root 5s. So let me just elaborate on what I was doing there. When I said 2 root 5 multiplied by 3 root 5, what that really means is 2 times root 5 times 3 times root 5. So everything's being multiplied when you do that. The 2 times 3 gives you the 6, the root 5 times the root 5 gives you the 5, but there's a multiplication in between them, and that's where the 30 came from. Right, final example is much like this one but with a couple of negatives thrown in. So what does this give us? 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times minus 3 root 3. Plus times a minus is a minus. Sort the sign out first. Then 5 times root 3 is 15 root 3. Now we're going to multiply the first bracket by the minus root 3. Minus root 3 times 4 is minus 4 root 3. And finally, minus 3 root 3 times minus root 3. A minus times a minus gives us a positive. And then we've got 3 root 3 times root 3. So the root 3 times root 3 gives you 3. That's why we call it the square root of 3, because when it's multiplied by itself it gives you 3. So root 3 times root 3 is 3, but then there's another 3 to multiply that by, so 3 3s are 9. So collecting together like terms, numbers with numbers, 20 plus 9 is 29. We've got minus 15 root 3 minus another 4 root 3, so that's minus 19 root 3. Right, and now I'm going to put together 5 questions for you to do, and I'd like you to email me your solutions by this coming Friday.